Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Betty, owner and creator of Betty's Custom Designs here on YouTube, Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram. I do apologize for the shadows that you see on my workstation. I am filming this early in the morning before I go to work, and the sun is coming through my window. I've tried to put the blinds down. It's not helping. Well, I guess it has helped. But what I figured we would do today, and again, my dogs are going to go crazy. But what I figured we would do today is make these little pieces of ephemera for our journals. And both of these were made out of one lunch bag. And so this idea was from Miss E. And so I did not do the back because I plan on putting this in my journal and gluing it. And I still need to do the side, but basically what you do is you cover the front there, and then when you open it up in your journal, you can see it's got some little pieces of ephemera down in there. And so I don't have my journal right here with me, or I'd show you. I have this one that I'm working on. This one is going to be an altered book journal. So what you would do, grab this page, is you would just glue it into your journal there, or you could even just stick it on and then you can open it, and it's a nice little area to have your ephemera tucked in. And then I took the top of the bag that I had cut off and I made this, and this is just to kind of tuck in. And this holds ephemera as well, like some of the large journal type cards. And so that's all we're going to do. It is very quick and easy to do, and you guys know for me to say that, you know that it must be. So let's get started. I'm going to set this over here. So I start with, this is just a regular size lunch bag. I bought a huge pack of them at Sam's. And so all I'm going to do is, because mine already kind of shows the fold there, I'm just going to open it up and I'm going to just cut right on that fold. And so you see, there we go. And then I'm going to set this to the side for now. Okay, now I am working with a new paper collection that I have that will be out. I'm hoping to have it in my Etsy store one day this week. But as you can see, it's like vintage wallpaper that is just kind of collaged. So that's what I am going to be working with. And you can do this with any kind of scrap that you have. You can absolutely use this as like a scrap buster. I think we're going to go with the blue today. Use this one. And again, I am so sorry for the shadow. It's aggravating. Okay. Now, I don't measure anything really. Sometimes I do. I do want to see what part I want to use. I think I want to use like right in here. So I am just going to go ahead and tear maybe right there. And I'm just using my tear ruler. And you can cut this if you want to. One thing I do need to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and ink my bag up before I put anything down. And again, this is just all personal preference. If you don't like it inked, you don't have to ink it. I just happen to like the way it looks inked. And then I do ink this area as well, because they will be seeing this. So that's all I'm doing. So So I hope you guys are having a good week. It is a decent week for me. It is what it is. I'm just inking the back. I don't know why, because it's not, I'm not even going to waste my time. Okay, now let's see. How big of a piece do we need and what do I want showing? So I'm just kind of looking to see what I want to show. So I think I'm going to cut tear maybe right there and right there. And then over here, I think I want it maybe about there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's tear here. And again, it doesn't have to be any kind of exact measurement. And what I don't, these pieces here, I can use because they are collage looking. I can use them for tags. I can use them for all sorts of stuff. Alright, let's hope I didn't get that too big because it looks like I did. It's a little bigger than what I wanted. So let's tear just a little bit more off of maybe right here. Okay, and then the top was a little big, so I'm just going to tear a little bit more right here. Okay, I like the way that looks. So now let's ink this up. And you guys know I don't like collage. I'm so sorry about my dogs. If I waited until they were quiet, I would never get to do a video, so. Alright, I like the way that looks. And so for this, I'm just going to use some Barely Arts. And get that all around. You know, and you can pretty much use any kind of glue on this part right here. I'm just making sure that the edge is real good. And this is the hardest part for me, is getting the needle back in the bottle. Okay. And this paper is pretty, it's not really directional, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and now that is glued down. Now we want to put like a focal point on it. Let's see what I have. That would work. And I'm just like, I have plenty of stuff. These are just some fussy cuts that I started doing for Miss E yesterday. So I might pull from some of these. I kind of like that. Let's just see what else we might have. That just seems a little too big to me. What about a stamp of some sort? See, this is where it gets challenging for me. I've done it on the back of like some book page. Let's see. And I know it's that lighting is making it very difficult. Let me pause, you guys. Okay, so I think that's a bit better. I'm still not sure on my focal point. I don't know if I want that. Let's just see what else we have. I have plenty of stuff to choose from, so it's not like there's any shortage. You'll know I'm a I'll always go for a rose or something anytime I can. Just trying to see if there's one in here that's not, that wouldn't be too contrasting or too crazy looking. You would think I'd have some blue roses or something, but I don't. Which I'm okay with it not being a blue rose. You guys know me and roses by now, I'm sure. I love roses. Love, 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 love roses. That's why whenever I get in like a design slump, I always I'll start using roses. I'll go to something pink and roses to get me out of my little slump. I could do that there. I'm just thinking, what have I done? It's dangerous when I start thinking. I think I like that. Let's do it. Let's just do it and be done with it. And I'm going to go ahead and ink these up while I have the ink out. And these are just some fussy cuts I cut out on my scan and cut. The page images that I cut it out of will be available on my Etsy store, hopefully one day this week as well. It takes me more time to list something than it does to actually design it. It's crazy. So I've got several things ready to go in my Etsy store, but I've been lazy about actually getting it all uploaded and listed. One day I'll get it all uploaded, but I know I have a bunch of, I have some fussy cut butterflies that are ready to go. I have the fussy cut florals, roses. What else do I have? I have the, that collaged paper. I don't know, I have several different things. Okay, let me set this back in the little pack for now and set it out of the way. And as you guys see, I use the clear CD sleeves for a lot of different things. It's just, they make wonderful storage. I'm going to set this to the side for now. Okay, so we have this pretty much done. I can decorate the back if I want to. I think what I'm going to do right here is I may just do some stamping. I'm just using the vintage photo, and I'm just going to stamp a little bit just so it's not real plain looking. And I could, you know, put paper on it if I wanted to, but all right. So we'll set that to the side. So we have this in our little book, our journal, and when they open it, it would open like that. And we can have the ephemera tucked down in it. So that's done. Now let's move on to this. Let me put the pen back in my glue before it dries out. Okay. Now I am going to get a smaller pair of scissors to do this because the last ones I done with my big scissors there, and it was a little bit of a challenge. Of course, it looks like it's going to be a challenge for me to get to my smaller scissors. All right, so what I do is I just come right here, and I want to go up maybe about 3/4 of an inch that I want to cut in. And so I'm just going to cut See, I've got stuff all over my scissors here. And I'm just cutting about, like I said, about 1/4 of an inch in. And so then I need to cut that bottom gusset as well. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Right there. And right there. So this is what I'm left with. Now I am just going to take and I'm going to do these edges just slightly in like that. And then I'm going to take my Barely Arts glue that I apparently left the lid off too long, because I pulled the little top off the pin. And I do put a little bit right here because this is not always glued down very good. And then I'm just going to fold and see, trying to get it straight. Okay. Let me put the lid back on this real quick because I do want to go ahead and ink this as well. And so before I glue it down, I'm going to go ahead and ink all of this. Now you can completely cover this bag if you want to. I don't do that. I really like the look of the brown paper bag. So I don't cover it all. I do just mainly cover that. And your lunch bag may not have that on it. Mine just happened to. There go the dogs. It seems like they know when I'm videoing, because that's when they want to get going. Okay, so now that I have that, I am just going to take and put my glue all along this bottom. And you can do this with bags that are already pre-made. The concept is the same thing. It just makes really good ephemera holders for your... I'm going to have to pause you guys, I can tell, because it doesn't sound like they're going to stop. Okay, and I'm just making sure that little flap was glued down really good. Okay. Now I can put... I think I may just use... And this is a cluster. Alright, this here was a cluster that we made in one of Melina's challenges. And I don't know that that actually goes with it. So what if I put... I'll tell you what, let's just use this because we've already got it. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use some book page. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm debating on whether even to keep going or stop the video. And the thing is, if I stop, I don't know. I mean, if I wait for them to hush, I'll never, honestly, never get a video done. So I'm just looking. I think I'm actually going to go with that. So let me just ink all of this stuff up. And that's all I'm doing. It's just The biggest thing I want to do is just cover that, because like I said, I'd be perfectly fine with just the brown paper bag, maybe with some stamping or something on it. Okay, I'm back. Just went ahead and inked this up while I had it on pause. Trying to let them get their barks out. So I am just doing a little cluster, I guess is what you'd call it, just to kind of cover the area there that has that inking on it. And that's what happens when I leave the lid off my glue. And I know better. But sometimes I just don't pay attention. So, see, I mean, even with me having to pause the video and doing all this, you can see it doesn't take long at all. All right. And there we go. And I am going to call this done. I would do a couple more, but with the dogs going crazy, I am going to wait. So there we have it. From a lunch bag to, we made 2 little ephemera holders today. So I hope you enjoyed the video, even with my dogs going crazy. I do appreciate you guys watching and sticking through and dealing with all of that. And I just stamped that up because it looked a little plain. So there you have it. Quick, super simple and easy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye, guys.